What you're about to witness isn't just a magic performance, it's a complete destruction of reality as we know it. This is Choi, a magician who's redefining visual magic, one impossible illusion at a time. From levitating objects to transforming cards and conjuring props out of thin air, every move he makes leaves both the judges and audience gasping. But what if I told you these mind-blowing tricks aren't supernatural at all? In this video, we'll watch his full performance step by step, and then break down the secrets behind each effect using classic magic principles that magicians don't want you to know. The magician walks confidently onto the stage, holding a simple red apple in his hand. He takes a slow bite, and just when you think he'll toss it away, something unbelievable happens. As he drops the bitten apple, it doesn't fall. Instead, it begins to levitate gently downward, as if time itself has slowed or gravity forgot its job. The audience is stunned, but he's just getting started. He tilts his head upward and opens his mouth, and from within pours a thick stream of white smoke, swirling dramatically into the air like a special effect straight out of a fantasy film. From that mystical smoke, a playing card suddenly materializes in his hand like the smoke turned solid right before our eyes. Then, with fluid grace, he begins producing card after card from thin air, both hands working in perfect rhythm, flooding the space with magic. As if that wasn't visual enough, he turns slightly to his left and reveals a white ball in his right hand. No cover, no movement, just a clean appearance that seems impossible. But the ball doesn't stay white for long. It instantly changes to red, then to green, back to white, again green, and then red once more. Just like that, 4 colorful balls suddenly appear between his fingers, each perfectly balanced and glowing under the lights like a magician's own rainbow. Next, a playing card appears in his hand, held delicately by the corners. At first glance, nothing strange, but suddenly, the card floats between his palms. Then comes the twist. He gestures as if pulling on the air, and the card begins to crumble mid-air, folding and collapsing in front of everyone's eyes. But before the crumbled card hits the floor, it vanishes, and in its place, a magic wand appears. And just as quickly as it came, the wand disappears into thin air. Now he grabs a few cards in both hands and throws them into the air with a dramatic flair. But the real surprise? His hands are now empty, and yet he starts producing even more cards, effortlessly pulling them from nowhere. The tempo rises. He now takes a 4 of diamonds in his right hand, but what happens next is pure sorcery. The symbols on the card, the diamonds, begin to move, shifting across the card's face. Right in front of the audience, the 4 of diamonds transforms into the 9 of diamonds. Not a switch, a full visual transformation. And if that wasn't enough, the newly formed card starts spinning in his palm. Everyone is speechless. Then, with a single magical wave, the white card changes to red, and before anyone can react, it vanishes, completely disappearing into the air. But how is this possible? How does Choi create such impossible moments right in front of our eyes? Well, now it's time to reveal the secrets behind each trick. But before we dive into the method behind the magic, make sure to hit that like button, and if you love magic as much as we do, subscribe to the channel for more epic breakdowns just like this one. Now let's unlock the secrets. What looked like real magic was actually a classic trick used by many stage magicians. When Eden dropped the bitten apple and it started to float downward, he was using invisible thread, a magician's secret weapon. This thread is so thin, it's practically invisible under stage lighting. The moment he lets go, the thread slows the apple's fall, creating that illusion of levitation. It's not anti-gravity, it's precision control with invisible support. Right after the apple, Eden opens his mouth, and smoke pours out, followed instantly by a card materializing in his hand. Here, 2 effects are happening simultaneously. First, the smoke. When Eden appears to take a bite from the apple, he's actually not biting it at all. Hidden inside the apple is a small electronic vape device. He draws the smoke into his mouth and holds it silently. Magicians use devices like vapor, pure smoke, or a smoke cube, which creates safe, dense vapor at the press of a button. Then, after dropping the apple, he releases the smoke, creating the illusion that it came from the bite. This perfectly sets up the next moment of magic. As the smoke grabs your attention, Eden uses sleight of hand, most likely a Tenkai palm, to reveal the card which was already in his right hand just as the smoke starts to clear. After this, Eden starts pulling cards after cards from thin air. This is a classic manipulation routine, famously done by legends like Cardini and Channing Pollock. Here too, Eden uses two techniques for his card production. The first is back palming, where the cards are hidden behind the palm in a specific grip and then revealed one by one in a smooth sequence. The second technique is front palming. As you can see, in this method, the cards are secretly held in the front of the palm, concealed carefully, and then released one at a time. Both methods, when performed cleanly, create the powerful illusion that cards are appearing out of nowhere. You can clearly see cards in his palm, which he releases one by one. This requires years of finger strength and control. It's not gimmicked. It's pure skill. After the card production, Eden suddenly turns to his left and reveals a white ball in his right hand. This ball changes color first to red, then green, and then red again. But the real surprise comes next. Within seconds, we see 4 different colored balls appear between his fingers. Here's the secret behind this stunning sequence. When Eden turns to his left, he subtly brings his hand behind his back, and right at that moment, there's a camera cut. During that brief transition, Eden loads a white ball into his right hand and at the same time loads a second trick ball into his left hand. This second ball is very special. It's half red and half green, split cleanly down the center. It's also designed to separate into shells, and inside it is a third ball, which is blue. Now watch carefully. Eden shows the white ball to the audience while secretly holding the red-green ball in his other hand. He then hides the white ball in his left hand and shows only the red half of the second ball. With a smooth 180-degree rotation, he turns the ball to show the green half, creating the illusion that the red ball magically turned green. Then, by rotating it again, he brings back the red side, making it seem like the ball has changed color multiple times. For the finale, Eden separates the shells from this special ball, revealing the red half shell, the green half shell, a solid blue ball inside, and the original white ball from earlier. If you pause the video carefully, you can clearly see that what looks like a full green ball is actually just a green half shell, as we just explained. This routine is built on timing, rhythm, and precise hand position. We previously explained a similar brilliant ball manipulation act performed by Javi Rufo in full detail. If you haven't seen that yet, the link is waiting for you in the description below. Go check it out after this video. Next, a playing card appears in Eden's hand. At first, he's holding it gently by the corners. But in the very next moment, the card begins to levitate between his hands, seemingly floating in mid-air. Then Eden pretends to pull the card from both sides, and astonishingly, the card begins to crumble by itself. Just as you try to process that, it magically transforms into a wand. And then, in an instant, the wand vanishes into thin air. This entire sequence is a clever combination of sleight of hand, gimmickry, and smart lighting. If you watch in slow motion, you'll see that the card doesn't actually appear from nowhere. Eden is subtly pulling it out from inside his jacket. And this card isn't just a regular playing card, it's part of a specially constructed gimmick. From the audience's point of view, it looks like a normal card, but if you could see it from the magician's angle, you'd realize it's cleverly stuck to the front of a black wand. The card also has a fine piece of invisible thread running through it, with both ends anchored so that when Eden mimics the action of pulling the card apart, the thread tightens and forces the card to crumple on cue. As the card collapses, Eden quickly spins the wand. The wand, black on one side and white on the other, flips around so the white part becomes visible to the audience. Also, the card, which looks like a normal card from the front, is black on the back. After the magician flips the wand, showing the white part of the wand, the crumpled card, which now shows its black backside, perfectly camouflages against Eden's black shirt, creating the perfect illusion that the card has transformed into a white wand. And if you observe the scene closely, you'll notice something subtle but important: the lighting changes. Unlike other well-lit moments in the act, this specific part is kept slightly dark so that the black gimmick blends smoothly with Eden's outfit, hiding all traces of the switch. There's another subtle clue. If you look carefully at Eden's shirt button, you'll notice something is covering it, even though the wand hasn't moved in front of it yet. That's because right behind the wand is the crumpled black card, perfectly hidden from sight due to its dark color. Finally, the wand vanishes. This part is done using a retractable wire mechanism. One end of the wand is connected to a retraction device hidden inside Eden's jacket. As soon as the illusion is complete, Eden lets go, and the wand shoots back under his costume. To the audience, it looks like it just disappeared into thin air, completing the illusion with a perfect vanish. After this, Eden throws a few cards in the air, then begins pulling even more from empty hands. This is similar to the earlier card production. He keeps rotating and flashing both hands to fake emptiness, while actually loading more cards into position. This is pure manipulation, no gimmick, just expert sleight of hand. Next, this is the highlight of the act. Eden holds a 4 of diamonds, and the diamond pips begin to move and multiply. This isn't a camera trick. This is done using a flap card with an internal sliding mechanism. These are custom-made gaffs where the symbols are printed on thin sliding layers, controlled by hidden tabs or pressure from fingers. Then, the card starts spinning in his palm. For this, Eden takes this device specially made to spin the card in his palm. This device consists of a small motor, small battery, switch, and a rubber sucker at front. Eden holds his device between his fingers, and the card spins. After this, the white card turns red. In reality, this card has a flap mechanism. This white card is actually made by combining 2 playing cards, one white and one red, using a hidden flap mechanism. The visible front of the gimmick shows the white card, while another flap attached to the card's surface hides the red surface underneath. This flap is controlled by an invisible elastic thread, allowing it to spring open or be released with a subtle move. When the magician gives the card a flick, he is actually triggering that flap. As the flap opens, in a fraction of a second, it folds back to reveal the red surface underneath. From the audience's point of view, it looks like the white card has magically changed into a red card. For the final card disappearance part, Eden simply put it inside his shirt and threw confetti from his left hand, distracting the audience and making it look like the card disappeared. Choi's magic isn't supernatural. It's the perfect mix of sleight of hand, stagecraft, and expert timing. Every illusion is backed by hours of practice and smart technique. And now that you know the secrets, the next time you see a floating apple, maybe you'll look a little closer. We put in a lot of effort to bring you these amazing magic reveals, so don't forget to like the video. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos.